Good morning, everybody who is watching this. I pray that you all had a good night of sleep, and I pray that today we're going to have a really great day in trading. So, let's go ahead and get into some analysis. Now, yesterday when I came on, I shared with you guys that I want to trade on pound JPY, want to trade on AUD USD and still have one running. Lost one position on US30 yesterday, and I told you guys I was going to update the charts, right? And so that's what we are going to be doing today. So yesterday, last night, and this is so crazy how this happened. Like I had structure in this area and I had to update my chart this morning, but this one candlestick right here, it closed at 10 o'clock a.m. p.m. like a few minutes before I left my chart. And then it just went up. And that's so crazy how things work out. But it's okay because we can always get into a trade, right? So this is how I'm updating my chart, but I want to show you guys something really, really quick on the 4-hour time frame. So if you've been following me for some while, or if you're new to me as a trader, hi, my name is Shaquan, and I am technically a swing trader, but I've really been enjoying some of these lower time frames, like the 1 hour and the 4 hour lately. So, they kind of been my bread and butter a little bit lately. As I'm watching or waiting for my swing trades to set up on higher time frames, right? So anyway, I noticed that yesterday we did create a new high past 155.335. So this keeps letting me know that I want to continue to be the buyer on pound JPY. I don't see myself being a seller for right now. And I want to show you guys this move here. Like this is where I've been capitalizing off of lately. So, when it comes to being a supply and demand trader, it just basically says that as price increases, I'm the buyer. As price decreases, I am the seller. Because what it means is the supply is the currency, right? The demand is how many people will buy the specific currency or the base currency, which is the pound. We'll just take this example. How many people who live in Japan will buy the pound at a particular price? If the pound keeps decreasing, that means that people who live in Japan can buy it at a cheaper price. So more people may actually technically want to buy it. As price increases, which once again, the supply is the pound, then the people who live in Japan are going to be buying the pound at a more expensive price. So maybe the demand for the pound could drop, right? Now, it's not just about people buying, it's about imports and exports, tourism. It could factor into some politics and things going on between the banks when they send these interest rates and things like that. So there's a lot more that just goes into people just being consumers and buying, right? Or selling these. Because as a trader, we're going to trade that data. So we have to remember that, right? So for me being a supply and demand trader, all it says is I am recognizing that price is increasing at the moment, making higher highs and higher lows. And so as long as price can keep staying above the discounted price, which is the higher lows, I am going to keep being the buyer. So with that being said, let's drop down to the 1 hour time frame. So this is the same move that's happening on the 4 hour. You just see the fluctuations a lot more. And what I've noticed is now with pound JPY on the 1 hour as well as the 4 hour, that there is a new higher high made. Now, I don't know how high price is going to keep increasing. That's the thing. As a trader, you don't know how long price is going to increase, just like I don't know how long price is going to increase. But all we can do is literally just wait until our setups have happened in front of us, right? And so what I'm waiting for is to see if price can stay above 155. This is on a 1 hour time frame. And this is the last higher low. So what that also means is I need a pullback. I would love to see price pull back to come back into my estimation zone. And this is where I am estimating that price will come back to. And this is where I love teaching clients and students of mine. Like we're just going to estimate it, right? We're not going to call it support and resistance because we don't really look to the left, structure leads clues. We don't really do that. We're not going to call this a supply and demand zone in a traditional sense like most people do, because even though we know that the supply is the currency and the demand is for the buyers, which is down here, I just like to call it an estimation because that's what it is. It's an estimate of what can happen, right? It doesn't have to happen. It's just an estimate of what we would like to, where we would like to see the pullback come to. So today, if price can pull back, and I'm actually going to set an alert, because I'm going to be out and about today. So if price, I'm going to say buy alert here. If price can come back, pound JPY, buy back to I, and we're going to put 1 hour. If price can come back, give me some bullish information that she could stay above 155, then I am going to be the buyer. The only time I will not buy is if price just keeps pushing up, pushing up, pushing up, pushing up, or if price passes 155.049. That is the only time when this trade setup will not be valid. Okay, so that's pound JPY there. So the next pair, or it's not a pair, but an indice I want to get into is going to be US30. So I talked about US30 yesterday, and dealing with US30, I actually so with this indice, like pictured pound JPY with what I was just talking about. Okay. So just like how I'm looking for a setup, my setup to happen on US30, price is actually pulling back. And this is the last higher low, around 35,287s or 88s if you want to round. So price is pulling back at the moment. And if price can remain bullish or give me some bullish information, if it could pull back a little bit more, then I am going to want to buy back up to the highs. Okay, so that's US30, like she's almost there. And this is how simple my analysis stays. Like I don't really do too much. When it comes to analysis, I try to keep it as simple as possible. I'm not a fundamental trader because fundamentals, they just make me anxious. And I think when it boils down to being a trader, you have to know what you're looking at. You have to know what your strengths are. You have to know what you're not good at doing or seeing, because it's in those areas in which you will improve after, right? And it's one of those things as keep your eyes on your own test. And I try not to have any emotions when I'm placing my position. I like to just think about, okay, is price here at this particular point the best price where I want to enter the trade? Yes, great. Let's go for it. Then I'll have an emotion after the trade is done and look and seek to see how I can improve after the full setup, right? But until then, until something happens, then I just don't worry about it. So today, my eyes are heavily on pound JPY and my US30. So prayerfully, it comes to fruition and we'll see what's going to happen. Okay. So I pray that you guys have a wonderful trading day. I pray that you guys stay safe. Remember that NFP is this week. So NFP will affect your major currency pairs. And, just stay safe out here in these trading streets. You guys be blessed. Talk to you guys later.